let's resume now with Liberty men's basketball coach Richie McKay and Liberty student athlete Kyle Rode. We'll ask Coach to give us an opening statement. I know there's some folks on the Zoom call, so if you would, please type in your question and your affiliation, and we will relay it after the questions here in the auditorium. So, Coach, welcome to Huntsville. Just give us an opening statement about your team, and then we'll throw it open for questions.
Yeah, thank you. Good to be in Huntsville. Excited about returning here sometime in March for our conference tournament and embarking on what's our third conference in the last 6 years, I believe. It certainly will be a difficult challenge given the coaches that I have a familiarity with and the programs that exist in this conference, but I'm excited about the leadership that CUSA has. About our team, we are who we are. We're a sum of our parts. The guy to my right, Kyle Rode, he's a really special player. Most people who have had an opportunity to watch him play over the years has seen just the impact that he's had on our basketball program on and off the floor. I say it often. He's literally one of the best leaders, not one of the best players who are leaders, one of the best leaders I've ever been around. And I think because of his contribution to Liberty men's basketball, we have a northern trajectory that we hope to continue to follow on. So, good group of guys, great group of guys to coach. I think we've got some things to address in replacing Darius McGee and Blake Preston, but I like our group.
We've got a question for Coach from John Manson from A Sea of Red. Coach, it's not unusual for you and your team to be the preseason favorite in a conference, but in a new league, how do you handle those expectations entering this season?
Yeah, thanks for the question, John. Wish you were here. I think the preseason prediction with Middle Tennessee and us, I think it is a reflection of a little bit of what Kyle and some of his teammates have done in the past with being in a completely different league and not knowing the playing styles. I think there's a part of me that we feel honored because of the reputation of the conference, its success and tradition. At the same time, it's preseason, so we probably won't be too attached to it. As far as expectations, we've had to live with those for a while now, and I don't know if there'd be anyone that could place more expectation on us than ourselves. So I think that's a privilege, but certainly not significant in the long run. Although we feel blessed to be recognized.
We have a question from Jacob Webb at Liberty University for Kyle. Kyle, could you talk about the team's mindset and preparation heading into so much newness within the team and the conference?
Yeah, I think our mindset just as a whole has been really good just since we've gotten here in June. For summer ball, we had just a daily kind of pursuit of just trying to get better. And when you have 5 new guys entering your program, there's a lot of new for some of those. So just making sure our leadership from our seniors and juniors and guys that have been through it is really strong, and I feel like we've done a great job of just trying to just get better every day and focus on the habits that's built this Liberty program.
I want to recognize Kyle, by the way. Congratulations on the all preseason CUSA team.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
For sure. Any questions from the audience?
Yes, sir. In the back.
One of your guys is from not too far away from here, Brody Peebles. What can you tell us about what he's been like for you and what he means to you?
Oh, man, I love Brody Peebles. I probably saw him play, 5 or so high school games and over a dozen AAU games. Really recruited him hard because he's not only a fabulous player, a fabulous person from a great family. So I think for him, it'll be really special to come back to Alabama to play in the conference tournament. I've really seen a growth in his, not just his play, but who he is as a young man, his impact on our campus. And he continues to play a bigger and bigger role for our men's basketball program. I love having him as a part of it. He's special. Yes, sir.
So, Coach, I ask you this every year, this time of year. What is your success criteria for this year's team?
Yeah, Tim, thank you for the question. Do you have any eligibility left, by the way? No. Yeah, yeah, I do. I think I'll be a little philosophical here. I think we're a little different in the way we measure success. Having a chance to be a part of Liberty University and just the mission of our institution, I think when you get too attached to outcomes and you get defined by the result of a scoreboard, it can leave you really empty. And I've ran down that path before and chased things that you think might fulfill you for the moment and realize that they don't. So I think for us, success would be reflected in the way we connect, the way we live authentically, our true selves inside of our locker room or the walls of our program. And I think continuing to be vulnerable with one another in such a way that we've got a chance to have a shared experience that'll last beyond just the time that we're together in a season. And that would be success to me. If you want a number of wins or how far we can advance, I think that is what it is. I really love coaching our group and being a part of their locker room because they're different. So I probably won't be able to answer your question the way maybe you hope, but you can ask Kyle the same thing.
No, I think Coach does a really good job of preaching that from day one, what he was talking about. Because it's hard, man. Like, you're an 18 to 22-year-old that's competitive, student athlete in all your life. Like, people identify you as a basketball player. So, like, your performance and how your team does is a part of you. And so just coming to Liberty when the mission, like he was saying, and from an institution standpoint, from a team standpoint, is so different. I think it almost gives you a freedom about the results and from the results. And so I would just say, echo what he was saying, and just super grateful I get to play for Liberty one more year and hopefully make another run in March and just have a shared experience with these guys that, like, the last 4 years has just been amazing and taught me so much about life and about myself and about basketball. So.
Yeah, side note, I'm pretty grateful he's staying for another year, too. Yeah, I will say this. I heard it once said, we'll say it in our locker room often. It's really hard to feel grateful or to be grateful for what you feel entitled to. And Kyle and Shiloh are the only two players in our program that have experienced the NCAA tournament, only two left. So I think there is a pursuit of ours to try and make it back there. But we also recognize how bumpy that road can be en route. And Conference USA will certainly, whomever prevails from a league like this, knowing a little bit about the coaches that I do, and that's no disrespect to the ASUN because there was terrific coaches there as well. You'll be really well prepared in March if you can make it through in this league. And I think that was proven in the success they had last year with FAU and UAB. Charlotte won the CIT. The CBI. There's a bunch of really good tradition in the programs that exist here.
So we got one more question here. Coach, you're going to be regular visitors to the state of Alabama this year, it looks like. So not only do you go to Jacksonville State and back here in March for the CUSA championships, but you're also playing Alabama in Birmingham this year. Just from a scheduling standpoint, what does that game mean to you?
To play the Crimson Tide, you're going to play against a really well-coached, very talented Nate Oates team, and that'll be, again, it's part of our process, our plan to try and best prepare ourselves for a really competitive regular season and conference play. But to do it in Birmingham, obviously, we think it's a great opportunity for exposure for Liberty, and hopefully we'll be competitive.
We have time for one more question. Anything from the audience? Anything from our folks on the Zoom call?
Go ahead.
I got one for you, Kyle. We're at the Space and Rocket Center
Oh, I'm terrified of heights. That's a quick answer, no. But I always did think it was cool. But terrified of heights, so I'm good.
Yeah, so my dad worked for the airlines when I was, I think, 5 years old. So we flew non-rev for years and years and years. I don't mind flying, but have no aspiration of being an astronaut, no. But I think it's really cool, and I'm very thankful for those people that do.
Yep.
Thank you, guys.
Coach, Kyle, thank you very much. We appreciate your time, and we look forward to hosting you guys in March.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.